بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله تعالى نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من سرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. أعاذني الله وإياكم من نار جهنم. عباد الله، فخطبتنا اليوم تدور حول التربية الأولاد كما سبقنا في الخطبة الماضية. هذا السؤال لكل مسلم الذي عاقل وبالغ أن يسأل نفسه: الله سبحانه تبارك وتعالى إذا رزقك الله الأولاد ماذا ينبغي أن تقوم به؟ وماذا عليك؟ وما فائدة تربية الأولاد؟ نقول فيه فائدة كثيرة في الدنيا والآخرة. هذا الفائدة تكلمنا عن أحاديث والآيات التي تدل أن الوالد ينبغي أن يقوم بتربية الأولاد، ثم بعد ذلك يجري ثمرته في الدنيا والآخرة. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us this chance to come again and pray Jummah with Imam in the masjid. That's a big blessing. We need to thank Allah for that. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Quran, لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ وَلَإِن كَفَرْتُمْ إِنَّ عَذَابِي لَشَدِيدٌ. When you thank me, when Allah give you a blessing and then Allah give you something, when you thank Allah for that, Allah will increase and then Allah will add more for you. Let's thank Allah for that. Because we know some of our brothers and some of our sisters, we was here last Jummah with them, but this Jummah they can't able to come. Maybe they're sick or they're busy in something else. When Allah give you a chance to come and pray, you have to thank Allah for that. And then when we can remind ourselves, there's some Kutbah we talk about how you should raise your kid, and then the importance of the raising your kid in Islamic way, and then to show that you are the responsible for your kid. We said that a lot of ayah was showing us that you are the responsible for your kid and then your family. And then we say ahadith, kathir, lot of ahadith about your kid and then your family. Our today khutbah is to say that ما فائدة تربية الأولاد في الإسلام؟ هل في فائدة في الدنيا والآخرة؟ What is important to raise your kid in Islamic way, and then to raise your kid in the way Sunnah Prophet Muhammad did with his family? There's a lot of ayah and then there's a lot of Quran saying that that's important. There's a lot of important and there's a lot of benefit for us when Allah gives us kids, when we take care of them in good way, and then when we raise them in Islamic way, we will have that benefit in this dunya, and then al-akhirah we will have the benefit also there. We talk about it. The ayah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was saying, يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا وقودها الناس والحجارة عليها ملائكة غلاظ شداد لا يعصون الله ما أمرهم ويفعلون ما يؤمرون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying that those people believe Allah. Qu anfusakum, save yourself from hellfire and then save your family. Allah didn't say save yourself only. He said with your family. Wa ahlikum nara. And the Prophet Muhammad said in hadith, kullukum ra'in wa kullukum mas'ulun an ra'iyat. You are the responsibility and you are the captain, you are the master of your family. Yawm al-Qiyamah, Allah will ask you about them. The number one important about to raise your kid. This ayah, anyone raise your kid in Islamic way, and then anyone teach your kid, and then anyone teach your kid la sunnah in this dunya, you are safe from this ayah. And then you are safe from this hadith. Because of Yawm al-Qiyamah, Allah will ask you about them. And then what you will say? When it was like you teach them and then you show them Islamic, you didn't leave them like that. Because the Prophet Muhammad is saying in hadith, kullu mawludin yulad ala al-fitra. Any newborn, they born in Islamic. فَأَبَوَاهُ يُهَوِّدَانِ أَوْ يُنَصِّرَانِ أَوْ يُمَجِّسَانِ. The two parents, they're one who will change him in Nasara, in Christianity, Al-Yahudiyya, Jews, all of this. The parents, they will change it. But Allah, Prophet says in hadith, they will born in Islam. So since you know that you have newborn, since that day you have responsibility. But when you raise your kid in Islamic way, when you teach them, you show them Islam and Sunnah, and in the way Prophet Muhammad was raising his kid, you are safe from this ayah, and then you are safe from this hadith. It's very careful. It's very, very scary. These two ayah, this ayah and then this hadith. But when you raise your kid in Islamic way, you are safe from it. Because of the question Allah will ask you, that is easy for her to answer it. Because of you did your job and then you play your role, you finish on it. That's the number one important about it. And then number two, Prophet Muhammad said in the hadith, إِذَا مَاتَ ibn Adam انقطع عنه عمله إلا من ثلاث. When a human being pass away, all of your good deed will stop automatically. When you pass away, your all good deed pass, it stop automatically. Only three things Prophet Muhammad mentioned in this hadith: صدقة جارية أو علم ينتفع به أو ولد صالح يدعو له. This is the only three things will continue. Your reward will continue even you die, you pass away in your graveyard. Those reward will continue for you. It's among them Sadaqatun Jariyah, who build a masjid like this, or who build like borehole for people to have water to drink and then to save themselves. Or you try to make it like tree for people to have the benefit from that tree. Or someone who have a knowledge, you teach someone that knowledge, even you pass away, the guy is doing da'wah and he's teaching people, you will keep having your reward in your graveyard. That reward will continue for you. And then the important thing, what we need from this hadith, that is the thing, أَوْوَلَدٌ صَالِحٌ يَدْعُ لَهُ. A kid, the good one. Prophet Muhammad said, the good one. Who is that good one? أَوْوَلَدٌ صَالِحٌ يَدْعُ لَهُ. Oh, good kid, you leave behind you, praying for you. These three things are the one your reward will continue for you till Yawm al-Qiyamah. May Allah do that for us. But those three things, what we need from this hadith is awaladun salih yad'u. Oh, good kid who will pray for you. Oh, good kid who will teach people behind you. Oh, good kid who will lead people to give da'wah, to do these kind of things. You will have your reward. So how can you have this reward in your kid, your daughter and your son? How? When you teach them Islam, when you show them Islam, when you raise them in Islam. That's the time after you pass away, they will think about my dad, my mom. I have to pray for them. But when you don't teach your kid, you don't raise them in Islamic way, they will never think about you. They will just think about the wealth and the money you leave in your account. They will think about those money to enjoy and in the party. They will never think about you because of why you don't teach them Islam. That's why Prophet Muhammad said in Hadith, "Inna rajula la tarfa darajatahu fil jannah, fayaqulu anna li hadha, fayuqalu li istighfari waladika lah." Allahu Akbar. Prophet Muhammad, he's the one again. And then Allah said, "Wa ma yantiqu anil hawa." He said, a man can come in Jannah when they take him to Jannah, and then he will have a level, a high level in Jannah, and then he will ask, how did I get to this level? How did I have this position in Jannah? He will ask about it. Listen to what they will answer. They will say, the angel will answer, فَيُقَالُ لِاسْتِغْفَارِ وَلَدِكَ لَهُ. They will say, your kids, they was asking Allah forgiveness for you. That's why you have this level. But it's not yourself, you are the one who did this good deed. But your kids, you live in this dunya, you teach them Islam, you raise them in good way. After, when you pass away, there was pain for you. That's why you have this level in Jannah. You should have given them. You added into that. But your kids, you leave behind you, they was praying for you. Let's say example. Your age was 50 years or 55 or 60 or 70 years. But you have 3 to 4 to 5 kids or 10. Example. Those kids, you teach them, all of them, example, they memorize Quran or they know Quran, they know some knowledge. They teach people, they lead people to pray, and then every prayer of them, they keep asking Allah for you forgiveness. Like your age was like 50 or 55 or 60 or 70. But they was there behind you 70 or 80 or 100 years. Every day they pray, they do sujood, they will pray for you. Ask Allah forgiveness for you. You think that how many reward how many reward is that for you? So this is the important to teach your kid, to raise your kid in Islamic way. The important you will have in this dunya, and then Yawm al-Qiyamah you will have reward. These two hadiths is important. So ask yourself, are you teaching your kid in this way? For you, when you pass away, you die in your graveyard, they will ask Allah forgiveness for you. When you don't teach your kids, they will never think about this. But as far as you teach them, they will remind you always in their prayer. They will do Umrah for you, they will do Hajj for you, they will give Sadaqah for you, they will build a masjid for you. Their dad, their mom, because they have the knowledge. But when someone don't know nothing about Islam, they will never think about those kind of things. So this is number 2, the important of it. And then the third important about it, when you teach your kid and you raise your kid in Islamic way, yourself, you will have the benefit in the dunya. Like how? They will respect you as a dad. They will respect you as a mom because of they know what they have to do for you. Because of they know, they have the knowledge. You teach them. The third, fourth thing, when you raise your kid and then about Islam, you teach them, they know more about it. They have good character, akhlaq, al-hasan. They have that. All of dunya will love your that son or that daughter. All of people, your family, and then anyone you know they are Muslim, they will love your kids because of why they have a good behavior. They have akhlaq al-hasan. Anyone you know that you teach your kid, they have good behavior. Everyone you take your kid, your son, your daughter, they are this, they are this. But when they are bad, they will talk about it. And then your family, anyone saw them, they talk about that kid, they will say it's our daughter, it's our son. But when it's not good, it's in another condition, they will say it's his kid, it's her kid. They will not talk about it's ours because it's not good. So let's remind ourselves about these kind of things. We are dunya today. We don't know what can happen tomorrow. Our guarantee in our grave here, that's our kids. This is our guarantee. We need to take, we need to stand from it. Stand for it since they are little baby. It's not like you have to take care of your kid when they are 15, 16, 20 years. They know something, maybe you yourself, you don't know. You still started when they are 7 years, like how Prophet Muhammad said in Hadith. Muru abna'akum lis-salat li sab'in wadribuhum 'alayha li-'asr. Advise your kid. Tell them for them to pray when they are 7 years. When they don't pray, 10 years, start hitting them. Start beating them. Because the Prophet Muhammad, he's the one who said it. But I hope, and then I think, when you start, because Prophet Muhammad, any word he say is a one word, but it's a lot of meaning about it. When you start raising your kid, they are 7 years, you start taking them to the masjid, you start showing them to pray. 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, they're used to it. It's not even fair to tell them because they're used to it now, they know it. But when you don't teach them that, you leave them there, they come back 15 or 16 to 20 years, you start talking about them to pray, they don't know it. You don't raise them on that system, they will never know it. When you go in masjid, hold your son. Let's go to the masjid. Pray with him. Talk to them. Let them know about Islam. Especially in this country we are now. We know that it's not a, it's a balad kuffar. It's a country, non-Muslim country. It's very serious for we to be careful about our kids. So this important, I said it now. There's no one who is there, who is here to say that you don't want this kind of important when you pass away in your grave here. All of us, we need it. But how can we get it? You have to ready for it, and then you have to find out about it. It's not just like that. When you pass away, you don't have this kind of reward. You have to do jihad. Jihad next to take action and then to fight for it. Teach your kid. Take them to Islamic country for them to learn. Teach them. Someone can say that I don't have money to teach my kid, but you have the money to pay someone who can teach your kid. You can do that. Are you doing that? That's your question. I can say that I don't know how to do it, but I have the money. I don't put my money to teach my kid. So that's meaning you don't care about them. And then the most dangerous thing about it, when you don't teach them and then you don't show them, you don't take care of them in Islamic way, the responsibility will be on you. Because of why? In some scholars, they talk about this. Even everything is okay about you, your prayer and then your fasting, everything is authentic, is good for you. You can go and leave your family. You don't teach them, you don't take care of them in Islamic way. They will say, our parents never teach us about this. And then Allah, يَعْلَمْ مَا فِي صُدُورِ الْعَالَمِ. He knows anything you have in your intention. He knows what we are doing. So Allah knows this all. And then it's in the book. Allah said, كِرَامًا كَاتِبِينَ يَعْلَمُونَ مَا تَفْعَلُونَ. That's the writer. Writing for us. Anything we do, Allah knows it. And then He put some angel for them to be a witness for you. That's why Yawm al-Qiyamah Allah said, اقرأ كتابك كفى بنفسك اليوم عليك حسيبا. Read your book. You are enough for yourself to read your book. So anything you do, you will see. That's why in Surah Al-Kahf, the non-Muslim kuffar, they will talk about it. ما بهذا الكتاب لا يغادر صغيرة ولا كبيرة إلا أحصاها. What kind of book is this? Anything we do is small and is big. Everything we do is there. Because if they was not expecting these kind of things, they will show them what they do in this dunya. So know that anything you're doing for your family, you take care of them, anything jihad you're doing, Allah knows. And then Allah will ask you about that. Allah will ask you about it. You are the responsible for them. So let's take care of our family. Let's take our action for our kid. Don't leave your kid just like that. I'm a Muslim, he's a Muslim, or she is a Muslim, just like that. Abadan. You have to take action for it. Because Allah will ask you. Allah will ask you about it. May Allah guide our kids. May Allah guide our kids in a good way. Allahumma ja'alna min alladhina yastami'una al-qawla fayattabi'una ahsana. بسم الله وحده والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, what are those things can help you for you to stand for your kid, to have this kind of reward we talk about now? Number one, think about this. You are here with your family, your wife and your daughter, your sons. You with them now in this moment. A day will come, you will not be with them. How they will be behind you? Any parents have to sit down and think about this. When I pass away, how my kids and then my family they will be behind me? You have to ask yourself about this, and then you have to answer by yourself. How they will be behind you? When you think about this, it will help you. And then number two, what is? I think when I pass away, I will keep have rewarded. I will keep have reward after when I pass away. Think about this also. Is you ready for that? You did do something for what gonna keep going to your account, reward account for you when you pass away. Ask yourself about it. Which kind of things you have when you pass away? Because of now we know that your life can be like 50 years or 60 or like Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A'mar ummati ma baina 60 wa 70. My ummah, their age 60 and 70. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said himself, his age was 63. So now that's 63 or that's 70 or that even that 100. You was live in this dunya. How many age you will be in your grave here? That's a question. How many age you will be in your grave here? Since Adam till now, those people die, they're still there. So let's say that. Try to do something what can give you reward after when you die in your grave. This is something everyone needs to have to think about this. Remind yourself about it. Don't care about this dunya only. It's just something simple and easy. You will go. A day will come, they will say, Fulan is gone. That Allah said, Kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut. Anyone, any soul will face death. You like it, you don't like it, you ready, you are not ready. You know you don't know. A day will come, they will say, he's gone. You are a president, you are a minister, you are what kind of ever you are, you will go. Because of so man has God who is better than you. That's Prophet Muhammad. وَمَا مُحَمَّدٍ إِلَّا رَسُولٌ قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ الرُّسُلُ أَفَإِنْ مَاتَ أَوْ قُتِلَ انقلبتم على وجهه. He's gone. So who are you? You saying I'm not going. So ready for it. Try your best. Try your best for your family. You will have the benefit in this dunya. After when you die, the benefit will come for you in your graveyard. And then all Ummah Muslim, they will love your kid. Because if you teach them, you show them in the good way, they will like your kids. Everyone will love them. So let's know that the control, to say that to control my kid, when you teach them and then you show them Islam, they know about Islam, it's not need to worry about them. Because they know what they have to do. They can drag themselves what they are doing and then what they should not do. They know it about. But always don't teach your kid. You don't care about them. Always you will be in trouble in this dunya and in akhirah also. Because if they will keep doing something bad for you, they will take you to jail because of it's your kids. Let's stand for our kids. Let's pray for them. That's the most important thing we need to do. Prophet Muhammad said, good kids when he was saying, good people when he was talking about them in the Quran. وَالَّذِينَ يَقُولُونَ رَبَّنَا هَبْ لَنَا مِنْ أَزْوَاجِنَا وَذُرِّيَّاتِنَا قُرَّةَ أَعْيُنٍ وَجَعَلْنَا لِلْمُتَّقِينَ إِمَامًا. This dua, we should keep doing that. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, al-qulubu kulluhu biyadi, yuqallibuhu kayfa yasha. All heart is in Allah's hand. He will change it any kind of way he needs or he wants. So Allah is one who is guiding. Like Allah said, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ. He will guide someone who he wants. Let's ask Allah. Keep doing dua. Don't say, I'm tired now. This son or this daughter, I'm tired about it. Do dua. When you do your action, after that, keep doing dua. When you pray your tahajjud, you do dua for them. When you doing iftar your song, when you fast, you breaking your fast, pray for them. Anytime you know that they say important for there's a time Allah accepting prayer, ask Allah for your kids. Don't ever, never forget about your kids. Do dua for them. Even if you don't have kids, keep doing dua. Allah's the one who knows what's gonna come. Do dua for them. Always remind them. Because Allah is the one who can do anything. May Allah guide our kids. May Allah guide our kids. اللهم اجعلنا من الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. اللهم اهد أولادنا، اللهم اهد أولادنا إلى صراط المستقيم. اللهم اجعل أولادنا مسلمين، اللهم توفهم مسلمين، اللهم ألحقهم بالصالحين. اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين في فلسطين، اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين في فلسطين وفي غزة وفي سوريا وفي يمن. اللهم انصر إخوان المسلمين في كل مكان يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اغفر المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين وجعلنا للمتقين إماما. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا إنك جامع الناس ليوم لا ريب فيه إنك لا تخلف الميعاد. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.